guys, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. I don't know why I completely forgot the name. I was gonna say Love Esquire, that's the wrong game. But here we are. I caught up on all the mumbo jumbo of talking to each group. I went to check on Marcus, Heath, and Randall, because your girl's gonna try to be in the neutral ground and hopefully not die in this one. I want to try to see if I can attempt to be a leader, but I'm not gonna look up a guide for it because I don't want to cheat right now, or like I just still want to play it blindly. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Just let's pray I don't die. That's my only wish for my characters to not die in this route. This is ridiculous. What on earth are you thinking? Is there another one? Is this another one of your games? An angry muffled voice slowly pulled me awake. I flicked on the light, blinking to clear my vision. That voice sounded like it belonged to Charisse, and she was right outside my door. Don't you understand how imperative it is for me to be there, for us to demonstrate strength? May I speak frankly, Charisse? Another voice. Marcus. If you're so very eager to have a bullet in your skull, why not use the process and draw a red crosshair on yourself? Because if you go there tonight, you'll be leaving with a JFK head dressing. There was a long pause. Now let us speak to her directly instead of squabbling out here like savages. The next moment I heard a soft click, and my door abruptly swung open, which, excuse me, violation. Charisse and Marcus stepped inside, their gazes flicking towards me. I stared back at them from my bed where I was. This was a super silly choice. You get to be still in your pajamas, resting in your underwear, or stretched out in the nude. And I didn't want to do, as much as I like to joke around, I didn't want to do stretched out in the nude because I want to leave them with a little curiosity. So I decided to choose resting in my underwear. I still had on a little bit of fabric, which barely protected my dignity. At least I was mostly under the covers, although that didn't stop Charisse from giving me a dirty look. Excuse me, you barged into my room, so... Well, they had barged into my room, so I couldn't be the one at fault here. Good evening, Michiko. You're starting to look comfortable. Marcus leered at me through his sunglasses, evidently unfazed by the situation. I'm sure Marcus has seen enough, like, being a owner of a sex shop. This is no surprise. Oh, but I do hope you forgive our intrusion. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Could you maybe knock next time? Get the hell out of here, both of you. Could you knock next time? You know how I am about the element of surprise. I always aim to keep you on your toes. If you're quite done bantering, Charisse interrupted us testily, tapping one foot on the ground. Let's get straight to the point, shall we? After all, this matter is time sensitive. I just received a phone call about an event happening tonight. She made a brisk circular motion with one hand as if trying to hurry the conversation up. I mean, you're the one talking. I'm not doing anything but just laying in bed. Randall's client is holding a gathering, let's say, by the beach. They say it's in tribute to Mavar, who recently lost her life in the fighting, as well as the other vampires who died the fighting thus far. More importantly, they announced that tonight is a temporary ceasefire on their end, and any Ascar or Golgotha are welcome to join the festivities. Mavar died. Who was it? This sounds like a trap to me. So tomorrow the fighting will start again. I chose this sounds like a trap to me. Yes, that is the obvious conclusion, isn't it? However, it's very unlikely that the Mavar would gather their enemies and attempt to assault them on a public beach. Even Randall isn't so brazen in his tactics. Pausing, Charisse shot a glance towards Marcus, her steel gray eyes narrowing dubiously. Regardless, I had decided to attend the gathering myself, with an armed guard, of course, hoping I might negotiate something with Randall and communicate my peaceful intentions to the clan. I don't think you should come at all, because remember in the previous gameplay, she gave us a guard to go down to the sewers with us, and he instantly died. And it was just like a second difference of me and the guy not being around each other. But Marcus insists that the two of you attended my stead. I do indeed. Charisse's death stare seemed to bounce harmlessly off of Marcus like a frisbee hitting a tank. Michiko has already survived one encounter with Randall, and from the sound of it, she came out on top. I myself am happy to vouch for her pluckiness and capacity for handling unexpected situations. His grin widened more deviously. Thus, it would be my great honor to bring her as my +1 to this fine soiree. Sure, I'm not going back to sleep after this anyway. Why shouldn't Charisse go herself? That's a very stupid ass choice. Why shouldn't Charisse? Because she's gonna die if she does that. Sure, I'm not going back to sleep anyway after this. No, I had no intentions of allowing such a thing. Despite your reluctant agreement, let it be some comfort that you protected Charisse's life. She don't care that I am. I appreciate if you didn't play these games with me, Marcus. Cutting in sharply, Charisse adjusted her glasses, her posture rigid and defensive. We both know that your sole loyalty in all of this is to yourself. Which is true. He only trusts himself. I'm hoping this love story, if there is going to be one, is him finally trusting someone else, which is me. Would be nice. Probably won't happen. Any concern you have for my safety is another factor in your grand scheme, whatever that may be. Her tone was prickly, with subtle differences from the school teacher voice she often used with me. Regardless if I were to confirm or deny such a thing, history has proven that even an armed guard won't protect you from a, well, executed assassination. He shrugged his own I can't read. His own voice remarkably casual. I know your desire for a truce may be clouding your judgment, but you are, dare I say, nearly acting emotional about it all. Ooh, I think you hit a nerve. For a moment, I thought Charisse might fly into a rage, whirling around and shot in Marcus's face, but then he'll win because she is acting from emotion. It felt like Marcus was deliberately provoking her, prodding a bear with a stick. I suppose there is a fragment of truth in what you say, but it seemed his gamble was going to end with him getting mauled. Nonetheless, I still... Wonderful! Let us proceed outside then, Michiko. Well, after you garb yourself in something a little warmer, maybe. Oh, thanks for caring. Yes, sir! So we're really doing this. Let's just go with the yes, sir. With a defeated sigh, Charisse shook her head, a hint of confusion in her scowl. I'll never be able to decipher you, Marcus. You of all people willingly heading out to a place swarming with Mavar. I suppose you two will have an easier time gathering information, and there is a chance that they'll be less aggressive towards Michiko than any of us. But make sure that you leave a favorable impression, and if you can, convey to Randall that we must attempt another meeting. I mean, I'll try. No doubts. No doubt matters will play out the way. What? I cannot read. No doubt matters will play out that way. Marcus's eyes flicked away from Charisse, glinting at me through his sunglasses. Then for the matter of transportation, I will arrange for a car other than my own with a trained driver who will kindly escort you to the beach. Are you feeling alright, my queen? You're emphasizing your words in an awfully bizarre fashion. Lost for a reply, Charisse just pinched her bridge of her nose. I love how he still, like, respects her in a way to call her his queen. With that, they left the room together, finally letting me get dressed. Like, sheesh. Once I was ready, Marcus led me outside, and we climbed into the car that had been carefully prepared for us. After last time, Charisse was obviously taking no chances. What is there gonna be like one car one day that comes over and picks me up and it ends up being like Mavar or Golgotha and they kill me? That would be horrible. We sped off towards the beach, gliding past the tourists and party goers on their way to clubs. Marcus chatted warmly with me for most of the ride, bouncing through his usual ride remarks. Oh, that's right. He suddenly paused mid-conversation, a smirk flitting across his lips. At least he's talkative, I guess. This is your second visit in a row to Santa Monica, yes? No, it's my third. Right? I wonder how eventful it will be compared to yesterday. Oh, wait, he knows about David. Oh, that's what he means by event. Oh, you know about David? Should I say that? I mean, Teresa say we're always being watched. Well, I was the individual who brought those noisy humans to the Red Queen's attention. Oh, you were? But I don't plan to make a habit of cleaning after your messes. Whose messes? It wasn't my fault that he followed me. I thought he'd forget. Hopefully he won't make any more messes. I let him go. Oh, he was actually like cleaning up behind me? I didn't know that. Hopefully he won't make any more messes. I let him go. We'll see. He is already something of a mess himself. A parasite's parasite, one might say. Poor David. Relaxing back against the seat, Marcus let out a faint chuckle, shaking his head. For whatever reason, something about his smile seemed a little too smug. He's too cocky for his own good. A short while later, we arrived in Santa Monica. The car dropped us off near the beach, eagerly taking off as soon as the doors had closed. I could tell this car driver was antsy, probably from being in Mavar territory. I mean, it's public territory, technically. Marcus led the way, humming lightly under his breath as he strode along the shore. It was a clear, beautiful night, and the moon's rays cast an ethereal shine over the cresting waves. But the sound of chattering and laughter carried over the ocean's steady crashes. Not far down the beach, I saw a sizable group hanging around by the Mavar house. Most of them seemed to be from Randall's clan, I recognized a few faces. There were several others who stuck out, though probably Ascari or Golgotha who'd stopped by out of curiosity. I wonder how they got the news, like other people can come in. I think I just scratched a scab off the face. That was ugh. Ah, isn't it so delightfully heartwarming? Marcus sighed, his voice entirely insincere. The three houses, finding common ground to paint peace over. Why, it's almost as if they prize our species' survival more than meaningless rhetoric. It might lead to a truce if we try our best. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I doubt anyone really wants to fight this war. It's just for a day. I wouldn't get my hopes up. Yeah, right. They only care about their own agendas. I do kind of feel like everyone's just doing it for their own. So it has been, and so will always be until we learn to start living for ourselves. Sadly, even an eternity isn't long enough for most creatures to learn how to live. Oh, he's sad. Right as Marcus finished speaking, we came to a stop just outside the loud gathering. The decoration seemed halfway between a memorial service and a party. I wonder why they invited all of us, though, because didn't this Mavar die? Because of the other people as in Golgothas and Iskari? Pictures and trinkets were everywhere on the sand, right next to bomb boxes, oh my god, boom boxes, and glasses full of blood. From the laughter and dancing, it looked like most everyone was having a good time. But a subtle tension still weighed in the air, looming over everything like a distant storm cloud. I wonder if they have hors d'oeuvres. What? You think this is some fancy smancy place? As he stroked his chin, thoughtfully peering around at the tables, I noticed sudden rush of whispers running through the crowd. Almost everyone shot a glance towards Marcus, some of them terrified, some hateful, others in admiration and awe. But he seemed to be completely ignoring all of their stares, either consciously or out of habit. Seems like you're an unexpected guest. You must have a real reputation in this city. Maybe we should go find those hors d'oeuvres. This is where I am actually going to stop for today. I don't know what to pick, to be honest. Maybe I will choose this one. We should find those hors d'oeuvres. Because I don't know if he is purposely ignoring them, because, you know, he's always being stared at. He must find it super annoying. He's always being stared at everywhere he goes. So I don't want to bring attention to it if he doesn't want that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.